And welcome back to Who Would Win. Today's Who Would Win comes to us from, I get that name right, 1 second, Nazish Assad, who asked the question, who won a fight? Frieza, versus from Dragon Ball Z and Super, versus Vilgax from Ben 10. So Frieza, I've done Frieza a few times. I've watched Dragon Ball Z all the way from Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Super. So I've seen all the Dragon Ball Z. Frieza's race, there's not the actual name of them. I don't believe is actually ever canonically said, but I believe they're called Frost Demons. He is an exception among his people, along with his dad and his non-canon brother Cooler. They have a genetic mutation, which is why they're so strong. Frieza, even in his base form, he has multiple forms. The one you're seeing on screen right now is his 4th form. He has a 5th form beyond that, though, which puts him on literal god tier levels. Though not to be compared to the actual gods of the universe, but comparable levels. He, even in his base form, he's capable of literally blowing a planet with just his finger, just creating a giant mini sun and incinerating the planet. Moving at speeds faster than light, pretty much. Multiple transformation states where it just keeps getting stronger and stronger. Death Beam, which is basically the laser beam you see him shoot from his finger. A Death Ball, which is essentially the giant mini sun he throws. And Golden Frieza, which is the godlike form, he's competing with individuals who their power is comparable to that of deities, and deities in the Dragon Ball universe are capable of destroying universes at their full power. Now, that's not to say Frieza, if he had a technique that could do it, could destroy a whole universe, but he is comparable to some. He's not there. Like, if those individuals are a full 100%, like 10 out of 10, Frieza probably comes in around a 6 or a 7. Well above half, but nowhere near close enough to actually truly beat those individuals. Vilgax. Now, Vilgax, I can't remember the exact Vilgaxian or Vilgaxlia, or I can't remember the name of his planet. So that's why he's called Vilgax. I can't remember the name of his people, but he was the main antagonist in the first original Ben 10 series. And he comes back as a continuing antagonist for the other remaining Ben 10 series as well. Now, the image on screen is Season 2, original series Ben 10. I use this one not because it's the most accurate portrayal of him per se, especially as we get him later down in the series, but because honestly, this was always my favorite, my preferred design of Vilgax. He was super bulky, super muscular, super dangerous, almost basically like Bane, because he was severely injured in a crash for most of the season. He finally gets these upgrades, and now he's just this monstrous being. Vilgax is durable enough to survive basically an atomic or nuclear bomb going off point blank on his face. Although it did injure him and people thought he was dead. He later on got even stronger when he was absorbing the individual powers of people he beat on different planets. By the time Alien Force got around, he was capable of flight, surviving in space, again durable enough to survive at least an atomic bomb or a atom bomb is blowing up in his face, could fire laser beams out of his eyes, could fly extremely fast, and multiple forms of weaponry on him. He was a bad man. Now, let's be clear. Dagon Vilgax we're not using because that was a temporary thing. Anything that was temporary with Vilgax, we're really not going to look at. But who wins in this fight? Well, unfortunately, that's pretty easy. If Frieza wants to, this is going to be a pretty lackluster video, if I'm going to be honest with you. These guys faced off. Let's just assume Frieza's in base form. He's, hello there. Vilgax, will you? I could use a good man like you. I can't remember. I think it was Stephen Blum who did the voice of him. It's like, you think you can tell me Vilgax what to do, and then blood tries to blast Frieza, just blasted away with his own laser eyes. Like, oh, this is hilarious. And Frieza blasts him initially, like with some minor beams, and Vilgax does kind of just take him a little. He's like, ooh, you're a bit stronger than I thought. And Vilgax, comes at Frieza. Frieza just gets out of the way. He's like, so what you going to do down there, Mr. Vilgax? And Vilgax flies out. I was like, oh, you can fly, lovely. And then, Frieza's just blocking. Eventually, if Frieza wants to, he can just be like, okay, I go to my final form, and just blitzes him and just blasts him. And even if he can survive a point-blank blast from Frieza, all Frieza really has to do is blow up the planet, and the game's done. If Frieza wanted to go into Golden Frieza, That's all they'd have to do, and you would just curb stomp Vilgax. Vilgax does not have power on the level of a deity. Even in his own universe, Vilgax doesn't have the level of power comparable to that of a deity. He does have a lot of power. He's a tough individual. Unfortunately, where you're going against individuals who can literally blow up planets with their finger, Vilgax really doesn't ultimately, and move faster than light most of the time, when they want to. Vilgax doesn't measure up, unfortunately. But that's my opinion. So ultimately, I'm giving this to Frieza. But if you honestly think, let me know in the comments below. I'd be interested to hear this. If you honestly think there's a way Vilgax could legitimately beat Frieza, and even take like Dagon Vilgax into the equation, I don't even think he could beat Frieza. If you think there's a way Vilgax could legitimately beat Frieza, let me know in the comments below. I'd be interested to hear it. But yeah, that's my short take on this one. Honestly, both this video and my Lanticor video are pretty short. The longest video will definitely be the next one coming, which is the Who and What I'm doing after this. Till then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time, folks. Later.